Hi, I'm Kaleigh Pisani. I'm the curator of collections and registrar here at the Canton Museum of Art, and I'm also one of the co-curators for this wonderful exhibit we have going on right now called Shattered Glass: The Women Who Elevated American Art. And right now, I am standing in front of the piece that inspired this entire exhibit. This is by Claude Hirst, a watercolor called An Interesting Book. So Claude Hirst was actually born Claudine, but because of the sexism that she repeatedly encountered in the art world, especially with where her artwork was being hung, they would actually put women's artwork hidden in corridors and other spaces where people wouldn't really see it, and she kept encountering the sexism, and it really bothered her, so she had to change her name to Claude and sign her artwork Claude to make her artwork more acceptable to a broad audience to avoid that sexism that she was encountering. So Claudine, originally painted fruit and floral still lifes. That was what was expected of women at the time, what they were supposed to paint. So she actually stopped painting for a few years. When she came back, she completely changed her style to this, which is considered a trompe-l'œil painting. Trompe-l'œil paintings are extremely realistic. At the time, trompe-l'œil was completely dominated by men. You would not see any women in this genre, so it's very interesting that Claudine, who changed her name to Claude, started painting these really masculine scenes. But what she also did was she inserted items that would speak to a female audience. So she inserted things like ceramics, sewing supplies, and she was especially known for her books, because the books that she depicted were either by feminist authors or they had feminist themes. And this book in particular, this is a book about women who raised their children without any patriarchal support. And she depicted this particular book frequently in her compositions. What's interesting is that men typically bought her work, I think because they didn't know she was female, and also didn't realize she was inserting these feminine items into this masculine-dominated field. The candlestick is also another feminine reference there. And the other thing that's very interesting about her is that watercolor was not taken seriously in the United States at the time, and it was all oil. Oil was the serious medium, but the fact that she could paint like it was an oil painting with this much detail and realism in watercolor, that really elevated watercolor in America also. So she is really an amazing artist. And you can see this work and many others here in our Shattered Glass exhibit. It'll be up until March 1st.